If you're into running, e-skate, e-bikes, bicycles, hiking, whatever it is that you're going to be doing as an outdoor activity and you want to be able to hear, but you still want to have your music, well, bone conduction is the way to go. And today we're going to take a look at a set from Wissonly, or is it Wissonly? Either way, these are called the Hi Runner and they're IP68 waterproof. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony. Yeah, today we're looking at some bone conduction headphones. If you watch this channel a lot, you know that I like to do a lot of e-mobility, electric skateboards, electric bikes, electric scooters. And if you're going to be out in public, especially because I live in a tourist area on the coast of North Carolina, you do have to watch out for the people that are out there in their cars and stuff, just not paying attention. So if you want to bring your music along with you, what's the solution? Because if you have in-ear headphones, even with like something like AirPods Pro, where it does have some outside noise to it, your ears are still plugged. They're still closed up. Well, with these, if you're not familiar with bone conduction, this part right here just sits right outside the ear. You can see where it would sit around your ear. And these vibrate the bones that are outside of your ear and part of your ear and makes music. It sounds crazy, but it actually works really, really well. And if you're somebody who maybe, I don't know, slightly hard of hearing or something like that, these could really be a big benefit to you. And if you're going to be doing those kind of outdoor activities, one of the main concerns may be sweat, or if it starts raining on you or something like that, or heck, maybe you just want to use them while you're swimming laps. These are actually, well, let's look at the website, because these are waterproof and I don't want to get that waterproof level incorrect. Let's see. So the website touts safety, open ear bone conduction tech, hi-fi sound quality, says that it's adjusted by Top Acoustic Laboratory. Diving grade. Now see, that's the thing. A lot of these things just are absolutely not. They even tell you maybe a little bit of sweat and you'll be fine, but you don't want to get completely soaked. Well, it can still work up to 20 meters underwater. These is what they're saying. There is no need to worry about whether it can be used normally when swimming or sweating. Another thing is sometimes you don't want bulky stuff in your pockets like your phone or whatever. Well, these do have 32 gigs of built-in memory. All you do is plug it into your computer. It looks like a thumb drive to the computer. You just transfer your songs on there. It says you can store up to 5,000 songs. Battery life on this reaches up to 12 hours with music playing, so that should take away some of the anxiety of not having your music. 2-hour fast charging with these with a magnetic charger. And they use aviation grade titanium alloy, so they never deform. And yeah, I mean, you can absolutely twist these things up and everything and they pop right back into shape. They do use Bluetooth 5.0 on here, and there are the specs on it with a 230 milliamp hour battery, 32 gigs of memory, and 12 hours of play. The box is a pretty simple affair. Hi Runner, bone conduction earphone. Used for swimming, running, riding, and mountaineering. Sweat-proof and waterproof, enjoy music anywhere. And they do have 3 colors, black, red, and green. There's a power button in the middle and a plus and minus buttons on the sides. If I were doing these, I would have made it so that the power button's all the way on the end, because when you have these things on, you know, it's kind of hard. You're just trying to feel for the buttons on there, and you're like, wait, is that a button? What? Okay, yeah. So anyways, that's just how I would have done it, but that's okay. And they're super lightweight, so if you're worried about heavy headphones on you while you're riding or out doing whatever, you really don't have to worry about that with these. Okay, since I filmed that up close stuff, I've used these for a few days and I actually did take a shower with them. Yeah, I mean, it's like, here's the thing, I live at the beach. You're not gonna want to take these things in the ocean. It doesn't say anything about that in their literature or on their website, but I know, because salt water just wreaks havoc on any kind of electronics. So I would say, you know, maybe the pool, or if it rains on you or something, or just take a shower with them. It was kind of nice to have my music in there. And I have to tell you that these have really good sound to them, and having that 32 gigs of onboard space to go ahead and put your music on there without having to actually carry around a phone or be within Bluetooth distance of your phone or iPad or whatever. It's kind of nice. It's kind of difficult with bone conduction headphones to really convey what I'm hearing, because there is no actual sound. I can't put like a microphone inside the headphones or whatever to hear it. But I'm gonna play, let's see, I'm gonna play something from Bad Religion here on these. And I'm gonna crank it as high as it goes. I wanted to see if you can actually hear that on the microphone here. So, I mean, this is as loud as it goes, and I'm probably raising my voice right now, but I can still hear what's going on inside the room, and that's what really is the key with these things. I figured I'd pick that Bad Religion because it starts off really hardcore. So I really like all these bone conduction headphones that I've been trying. I've got a couple that are favorites. These are really very good, and it appears the company has put a lot of thought into it. The only thing is lately, it seems like all of the bone conduction headphones are using magnetic connection for their charging, which I guess is good because that's one less port that you have to cover with like a silicone seal or something like that. But the only thing is you just got to make sure that you do not lose the charging thing for it. You know, you've got to make sure you keep that thing around, because if you lose it, you're not going to be able to plug just a regular USB in there and get them charged up. Just something to keep in mind. These do look similar to one that I had on here. I think it was Ninka or something like that, but the audio on these is actually better. It's much more clear. You know, it's never going to be as clear as putting a very expensive set of in-ear headphones in there. It's never going to be quite like that. It's different, but it's still very clear. It's very nice to use these, and it's perfect for when I'm out riding an electric skateboard or an electric bike or something like that. If you're out with your friends and you're hiking, you just wanted to have a little music in the background, you could turn them down, you can still hear everything that's going on, you can still have conversations with your friends and all that, so that does make bone conduction a nice option. Now, I did load up a few songs on here for the MP3, and all you have to do is hit that button twice in the middle. Let's see, let me find it. And it switches over to what it says on here is USB mode, but it's onboard audio. That does make it kind of nice. And each time that you do that, it has a little voice prompt, so you don't have to look and see what it's doing or anything else like that. It tells you Bluetooth mode or USB mode or whatever. So yeah, these are nice. I dig it. These are from Wissonly or Wissonly. They're called the Hi Runner. And I want to thank you so much for your support here in the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. It's been around since 2013. I started off doing a lot of vape products and stuff like that, which is great because, you know, it helps people to get off of cigarettes. That was my main goal with that. But I named the channel after a Rush album because I didn't want to be Tony Vapes or something. I wanted to make sure that I could go ahead and include some other stuff on the channel as I grew and as I found time to do so. Now I've got more time lately because there isn't as many of those vape products coming through, so it's wonderful that I'm able to cover some of the stuff like this. If you're new to the channel, I really appreciate you being here. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. And if you've been around for a long time, hey, I appreciate you being here and checking out this content and supporting me in that way too. I do have a super thanks button that's down there. If you click that, it'll give you the option to donate a couple bucks all the way up to 500, whatever you want to donate. Is always very helpful because all the stuff that I do on this channel, all the equipment, microphones, cameras, and everything else, I tend to have to buy that stuff. So it's not cheap to run a channel like this, and I appreciate you. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.